somebody else on the server with me too, so let's go see what's going on. There's a sheep here. And there's a zombie pig. Oh, I skipped right over. Dude, it's me doing the Nether. Oh, you hear me? Cool. I don't have to type. Yay! Yeah, so you're trying to do something? Where are you doing it? I should tell you what I was trying to do. You can tell me what to try to do. Oh, you got a different place? Up on 100. How do I get to there? I'm going down. I'm turning on stats. I'm at 72. How do you get up to 110? The treehouse gate. Uh-huh. Oh, okay. How much of it have... I'm going to see. I want to see how much of it you have built. You probably should pick one. Oh, I see the ladder. I see the ladder. Have you seen mine? Now here's the thing, I'm not sure that was quite the way that you described it to be when you showed me those pictures of tunnels, but the way it's built, it would be easy to change. Okay, that's a pretty big grid. How come did you pick 110? It's because it doesn't go out into the middle of open space a lot? Quartz openers. There's some jack-o'-lanterns, I guess. Do you want to take over all of the portals with this place? Because that's the thing, is I was checking all weekend to see if anybody would log on. You've made a very big grid, and I started to make one based off of the... Oh yeah, okay. I have no idea where you are, dude. I'm gonna get lost if I'm not careful. I better go back. There you are. See, I just started to make one based off of the spawn portal. And I drew up a map. It's not a grid. It's just a sort of, X off of that. Okay, well I see... How big is this? Because my concern is having both of these at the same time. What would you think about developing on 72 or whatever it was? I see that you've done all this, but you've only cut out pieces of netherrack. And there might be some use for it, but if we gotta go and take over portals, I'm wondering about how that's gonna work. Well, I know taking over portals is easy, but we can't be doing it in two places at once unless we use totally different portals. There could be an entirely different set of portals. Although that does seem kind of lame. Let's think about this one. Yep, I've got, down at the one that I've been making out of cobble and stuff, I have an example place for, we can have them be 3x3, you saw them, right? 3x3 tunnels with these sort of dormers on the side, and then if there are horses in there, the horses can duck into those and pass each other. And I've already got the ice on the sides of some of them. And the idea is, okay, yeah, let's go. Let's see. Show me. I want to run him over. I catch you. And down we go. Yeah. I kind of don't actually want to throw away all the work that I've done, but we'll see about that because we're trying to like work with other ponies and stuff. There we go. Yeah, he went. I'm looking inside your head. There we go. Oh, it's all raining. Yep. Now, which way did he go? All the way down that way. Wash. Yep. Yeah, this is where I was gonna start digging for more cobblestone. Either that or Applejack was gonna go and do it. Ooh, okay, yeah, there's an example of tunnel. It looks pretty cool. It's definitely big enough for horses. And you can't get out of the ice lane. And the ice would be down there. Ice would have to be down there so that we could jump on it. Yeah, like that. That would work. Let's let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus 5 to go onto the ice. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm counting how many blocks it takes for each of these, because 3x3 doesn't take nearly as many as this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. This kind of takes a lot of resources. Mine can be kind of expanded outwards a little bit, but I wanted to have it up and running so that I could start using the ice. Well, that's just a thing to think about, certainly. It's gonna take me forever to make anything this size go anywhere to anywhere. What do you think about having tunnels to immediately get places with horses, and then maybe replacing them all? If you want to go around doing that. Let me tell you some of the ideas in case they are the same thing, and we can just expand on them. Because the thing about this, I don't know whether you were meaning to do it with smooth stone. I'm doing mine with cobble just because I have to make so much of it. But the thing is, if we had the 3x3 with ice on the side, you could always just go through chopping the top out and then replacing with this one higher space, just going back, so it can sort of evolve. And then it becomes a question of where to put it. And the important thing that I had in mind especially if it's on spawn. Because mine's based in a star shape around spawn, and yours is turning into more of a grid shape, and I'm not sure where it's based. But this, oh yeah, oh, not for the amazing Rainbow Dash. I do admit that, yeah, it's kind of difficult though. It's exciting. It makes for exciting videos. I'm enjoying it. But, okay, I thought I heard a noise, but that must have been a zombie or something. Here's the thing. I would like to have all of the stuff from spawn heading outwards to have the ice on this side. So that as you're heading away from spawn, ice is on the right. And then if you're heading back from spawn, no matter where you are, ice is on the left. It was going to be like 4 main highways. Would it bother you if somebody laid the main roads in a difficult place like the Nether? Because I'm noticing one thing, which is that you're making the grid, and that's one thing that you're doing is you're getting lots of netherrack that way, and we need lots of netherrack to make into nether brick. I was going to do a bunch of that too. But it seems like I'm perfectly happy to be putting them down at 70 whatever. And you've been doing all of the stuff that doesn't involve actually making any tunnels or laying any ice or laying any cobblestone. How many hours have you spent at it? Looks like yummy baked potato. Well, I can believe that because cutting through netherrack with well, diamond pick is really quick. Okay, here's the thing. Yeah, Is there a way that I can do the one that I was already doing in such a way that it would please you and work out for you? Because we want to have it work out in a way where every pony is basically happy, and there's nobody else on this server that's doing this level of work other than me and you. Except for some of the guys who are doing stuff on their own places. But, mostly it's you making these big builds and stuff. Would you like to base the grid off of... Why exactly 70? Because I picked the spawn place because the spawn portals were already there. So it's at a specific height because that's where they started out, and they already were there. Oh, okay. Well, so what I'm thinking about is maybe having it so that from every compass point, you just go in like north, south, or east, or west, and you pick one of those directions, and then you just go straight out. And you keep running across these corridors to this way. So there's always that row of ice going along the side of it, no matter how far you go. And then in order to get to any point, you go one direction until you reach turnoff, and then you go that direction until you get there. It's not a grid, it's like a pinwheel. Does that make sense? It makes sense as far as not getting lost. Might make more sense for a simple arrangement like we kind of already have, in which there aren't very many places. Like, well, this is kind of north, south, east, west, except for it just goes radiating out from a central point. That's, of course, assuming that we care about having a central point, but there is the... Spawn is like, in theory, we could have stuff growing in spawn and do things in spawn because it never unloads. Like, I was wondering whether maybe you had stuff that you wanted to build in spawn because it never unloads. Yeah, I know Applejack's farm, she wants to have it be where they totally can unload because otherwise it would get messy. Want to head back into the Nether? I wonder whether I have more cobble here. No, it says TNT. Oh, there's cobble. Got crap loads of cobble. Excuse me, I'm just grabbing a bunch of cobble because the need for cobble is extremely intense around in this place. I'll be right there. I'll get this netherrack back as soon as we have a way to actually store it up. Actually, you might have put some of that cobble in there yourself. Cool. Okay, well gosh, I should be asking whether I have permission to use that cobble, but there's lots of cobble. I'll make lots more. Look at me, you have to wait around for Rainbow Dash. That's like a rare and special experience. That was all of the process of like running ahead of you and everything. Yeah, because I'll tell you what I'm trying to do as far as like immediate making things happen. And you can tell me whether that works, whether we can adapt to it, or whether I should be doing it totally differently. Because that's why I wanted to catch up with some pony over the weekend. That is true. Okay, so let's buggy over here. I'm looking forward to having that ice stuff going on. I can't tell you how much. And I come up here. I was careful not to change any of the... I was careful not to, like, take over any of the portals other than, like, stuff that existed already. Like, and one of these ices melted, although I seem to be able to run past it. See, now that would be, Applejack's place. And you swerve over into here. And that's Rarity's house. And then technically it could go past here. It could go over here to your place. But I haven't gone there. And even if I did, I wasn't going to take over the portal because they didn't ask permission or nothing. But the idea is that for some of these places, it works in the pinwheel kind of arrangement because the main drags are pretty straightforward. Like, going past this would lead up to where the ice spikes are. And that can totally reach there fairly easily, but we can't go there yet. But yeah, see, this would be the ice spikes, and it would go straight there. But we can't really do that yet because we haven't got 1.7 going. Now, scooting back. Sheep. Oh, it's going to be awesome. I'm so looking forward to that. I can't even tell you. Now, if I extend this one this way, and I moved it over to as far as this for a reason. If I extend this one this way, then you can get very close to the end portal, which I also haven't taken over, but it would only be a little ways. I gotta get to like 135, so it's about 100 this way, and it's almost exactly in the same place. You could probably pick an outdoors place, or maybe even... I hate it when they do that. I hate it when they do that. See, my thing here, and you might consider it to be not worth caring about. I wanted to have it in such a way that you could always just run to the side, and then it's always on that one side. It's a little tricky when you scrape against the wall, but I've learned how to do it pretty good. But if you want it to be a grid, then it can't possibly ever be just always staying on the ice until you reach the turnoff, and then going and taking the turnoff, and then going to wherever it is. Instead, you have to have branches to both sides. But we could still have the in and out stuff, have the ice be on that side. And one thing about it is, like, in that case, if I took this to the end portal, it's only like, just a few blocks this direction. And we could put a portal right in front of the end portal. Not even have to go downstairs. But the thing is, yeah, and also at the same time, see, if I went over here, and did you see where those came in and went out? That one is like directly right in front of where you spawn for the first time in the world. So the first thing people can do when they arrive here... Oh, did you go through? Get my sword ready in case I need it. First thing you see when you appear is a portal directly in front of you. It says, "Welcome to Trixieverse builds, and if monsters are attacking you, you can run away." Back into here. And then that could be a banquet hall. I just put this in here because it's also on Spawn Island, and it's all in the same big place. But I thought I would just dig this out. I could get a bunch of cobble from, like, taking it all down. And, I might do that, or I might just let other ponies do that. I'm not even sure. And we're probably going to take this down, and Applejack is going to rebuild it somewhere else. A more appropriate place. But yeah, this would be, like, the big party banquet hall. And those are all part of just our basic stuff, so I built that stuff just so that we can have this nether hub with all the places actually on the island. We could even put a couple more in, but, and then you come into this room. And it's really easy to get there, and there's signs everywhere like Raritania and Applejack Ranch, and then I'll keep adding more signs as we have more places to go to. And then if we were doing the pinwheel configuration, that would be the tree fort and residential and portal, unless, well, technically, I'm trying to figure it out now. Yeah, tree fort's this way, dude. Technically, if I was determined to do a pinwheel configuration, I'd need to go out this way. And then this would take us to the tree fort, and this might even take us to the end portal. And I'm not even sure where this would go, but I started it anyways. That might go to the record farm and the snowman. So yeah, here's the deal. If I was to be making the central hubs and running these tunnels through here and through the middle of space all on the same level, would you be game for using this level to build on? And I'll just make it easy as far as setting it up, because I'll do all of the building through empty space. That way when you're finished, let's go over here. If you really needed to build stuff out, what you do is sort of cut down the walls and start expanding it, and then just go this way. Yeah, they're going play in the nether. Mutton. And you just sort of build it like that, And then keep taking these down. And kind of expanding it that way. But we'd start with this basic structure that gas can't hurt. So even if you were in the middle of empty space, as long as you didn't fall down, you'd be basically good. Because I wanted it to be flexible for in case ponies needed me to change it or needed to do other things with it. Oh, why can't I pick that up? That's weird. Oh, I put that there because I have a glowstone deposit there. And we might want to grab that. But let me see, did I show you? And then this would be a design for... Oh, okay. Well, you know, we could always change it to be a grid. But we could get far. And this would be the horses ducking into this area. Do you know if they can fit into a size that is like tube like that? And then we can have windows. That might be all in the middle of nothingness. But then they also might be, okay, and that's 3 by 3, so this still works. Okay. So as long as I put lots of these in there, then we can start with a 2 by 2 area, and it does basically work. And it could be expanded on if it's kept in a way that's like functional. I am now wondering a number of things actually. Okay, I'm getting a little confused. Let me go racing back to... I have to get that ice, jeez. I might just start doing it in pinwheel configuration, and we can expand it into a grid later. But if I gotta run the central things, I've got them set up so that we can start that way, and see whether we like it. It does make me wonder a little... Okay. Yeah, go ahead, ask me. Main routes just to important spots or make them by coords. Make them by coords how? Do you mean a big grid thing and you have to remember whether you're at 100 or 200 or 300? Oh, so putting inside things. Well, that sounds kind of cool. Let's see how far 100 is, even. Maybe I shouldn't even be concerned about that. We're at minus 25, so if I go to minus 75... Hi there. Okay. A side tunnel from 100 from there would be exactly here. Technically going this way. Now my question is, do we want to cover a space where we're not actually going anywhere? Because I know that there's a lot of ponies who might want to have a portal right in their place. That's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering whether we can set up the Nether so that, like, here. I keep on getting stuck in this block. I'm telling you, I've got to get this block put back. It's driving me crazy. The thing is, like, we have this, banquet hall. here's this window. There you are. Here's this window here. And supposing somebody was, had a place on spawn that was their house. And it would be like 6 blocks directly this way. To me, it seems like a cool idea to have the whole full-size, like horse-capable tunnels going directly to this point, and then going directly this direction to wherever it is, and then their portal can be like right in their house. So it's all based off of people having portals exactly where they want them in the overworld. And then most of the Nether would be about either like boringly galloping in one direction forever, or running on the ice forever. And you'd start at the central point, or go to the central point, and then go like 2 legs, one leg this way, and then one leg this way to wherever the direction point is. I'm not sure if that makes sense. I just don't want to have to make a lot of turns and get lost, because I'm not a very clever pony sometimes. Dun dun! No, I'm not going to attack that guy. That would be bad. Or at least starting it that way. But do the shorter turnoff runs actually matter if you can go fast? Because you know I'm all about going fast. And oh, I'm about to starve. There are problems with going fast. Okay. Yeah, I got a bunch of steak. I'm good with that stuff. I've got lots of steak. Okay, I guess my question is simply this. How about I just start with the central hub and make these main corridors and make them go really far in this direction, in this direction, and this direction, and also in this direction. And we'll start with that. So the grid or anything else that we do can be based off of central spokes centered on this. Okay, sounds good. And are you game being at the height of 84, which is where we are? Because I put a bunch of, not that there's anything special about this height, and I agree that it's a pain in the ass, but then if you have like lots of empty spaces and you have windows, it looks cool. It's much more optimal if you have windows, because then you can see all the cool stuff. Well, maybe that's just me saying it. Dude, it's so much fun to do, though. I mean, you should have seen it. Oh, you filled in spots? What? Well, here. Well, yeah. Wait, that's my silk touch. I don't want to use that. Yep. We can start with... So that'll end up just being... just like that. I'll deal with all the filling and cobbles. But this will just go this way as far as we can until you start loading chunks, so you don't want to load any chunks. Same with this. I'll measure it. I'll figure out what the coordinates are and tell you. And that one's going through Nether, so you can feel comfortable about that. And so is this one. This is going through Nether too. So yeah, also too, same with that one. And if you want to work on stretching out those tunnels, you know how to do it. It's a simple 3x3, which is entirely surrounded by cobble, and we'll worry about putting in the places for the horses later. Those are pretty easy, and I'll deal with running this one because it almost immediately starts going straight into the open spaces. I got no problem, I enjoy it. And the gas will attack me and I don't even care. It makes for more interesting videos. I curse the gas. I go, haha. You stupid gas. Can't hurt. Oh, put it in the wrong place. There's nothing more exciting than like placing the roof and stuff here over a great yawning gap. You just sort of just boogie out this way, even into the void, even into the nothingness. And then if you see a ghast, you run forwards as fast as you can so that it doesn't kill you. And you duck out of the way, and you sneak out and start placing more blocks. Yeah, I know you had the excitement in the end. Oh, and I don't need to fill in all of those, do I? And we can leave those corners open to save on cobble. I actually got a couple of gas tears. Do you remember what the potions are that eat gas tears? Regen. Yeah, I got a couple of gas tears if you want them. I earned them rattling gas with my little hooves. Oh, so much for that cobble. Okay. I'm totally looking forward to the weather. Although, you know, I think I might actually do the same thing that you did with the weather. I'm not sure I'm quite up for, like, fighting a weather in single combat just yet. Yeah, guys, get out of my face, zombie pigmen. You can't come into my tunnel. You hear what I said? Only to the extent of starting to build it out. You see, the thing is, this is a place that you can expand upon and do things with, and we got a lot of ground to cover, and a finite amount of cobblestone. Well, technically an infinite amount of cobblestone. But I mean, dude, I want to get places fast. I want to connect to some of these portals and reroute them in such a way that I can start using the... Yeah, you know me. Hey, you gotta give me some credit for, like, working with other ponies and being cooperative and stuff. Well, semi-cooperative. But yeah, I want those ice places. Big time. And it will also be exciting to, like, I still haven't gone and put a bunch of netherrack into your big cutter. Oh, did you ever see this? Did you ever go here? I took a portal out of here because it didn't lead anywhere. But check it out, come down here. Oh crap! That hit better? Okay, that scared the crap out of me. This is Twilight Sparkle's death scene. Here is where Twilight, and I'm going to be building a tunnel straight through here too. But here is where Twilight got killed and lost all of her fancy armor and got all upset. Yeah. That was a dramatic one. She's just doing all kinds of stuff like placing cobble here and... Yeah, you might want to leave that ghast. Don't play with the ghast. Yeah. You know, she actually literally totally did cry. That was kind of method acting. Method acting is just letting yourself get really into it. I'm gonna back off a little bit when you're doing that. You gotta be careful placing cobble and chopping stuff up. Hi, Ghast. You can't get through cobble. Let me seal that up for you. There. Oh, didn't mean to place that one. I guess I can ignore it, though. And, yeah. Oh, you find it scary? I didn't think it was scary. I'm pretty sure I've heard that one, although I haven't ever heard any, I don't think I've ever heard any records. Oh! That's what he thinks about the cat. What? No way, really? I did not know that. Is that, how can that be? Wow. Okay, that is just freaky beyond freaky, dude. Oh my gosh. And let's see. If we were to go to... Check this out. If I was to make a side tunnel to go to the end portal, it could be right here. Going this way. And just charge off until I reached 135 or 125, and ba-dum. It'd be just right off of this side thing. It could be off of this one going that way. It's the same distance. It's exactly the same distance. I mean, I know that tunnel could go that way. But the thing is that this tunnel could also lead to exactly the same place. Not only that, but if you do it this way, this tunnel can lead to it, and you can run smack right into it off the ice. You can just point the tunnel like right at the... I'll show you. Let's see, now how do we do this? How come? We might have a lot of corridors going in all kinds of funny directions. I could do that. Would you like to see that? Well, but these wouldn't cross anywhere. Oh, well, you drew a grid on paper. I mean... Okay, well, I'm not gonna do it just yet because we're not in agreement on it, but... That's the freaky thing about the two-direction... If we did the star thing that way, and I'm gonna have to either stop harping on it or harp harder on it because it's difficult convincing you. Then you always just go one direction and then you take a left and go to your destination. And the end portal would be about 100 blocks this way. And then beyond that, let's see, how does this even work? Yeah. Okay, I think that basically what we're gonna have to do is do the main tunnels. It might be a good idea to get, because we got a bunch of other players You know, we're arguing about this, or we're not really arguing about this, but I'm trying to keep myself from arguing about this, because it seemed like a really cool idea to me. But we've got a bunch of other players, and we haven't asked them or anything, so... We're kind of similar, we're just doing it. Just like dun-dun-dun, charging ahead, and making awesome things happen. Which, I mean, dude, you can't fault that. I particularly want to learn how to do this kind of working with others thing because Applejack has such trouble with it. Well, if you're serious about that, then we can just do the... See, here's the thing. The reason I'm so fixated on having it be just a sort of spiral thing, technically it's also a swastika, which is kind of nasty, but yeah. The only reason I'm so hung up on that is because I want to just run at full speed over ice for 2 goes without ever having to stop and jump back onto the ice again. So that's kind of selfish of me because the horses would have no problem. The horses would be fine no matter how we do it. It's all about, basically it's all about Rainbow Dash, right? And as you can see, well, I guess horses can run on top of rails, right? Those could be down the center. Well, oh, and I see a ghast. He's over here wandering this way. But yeah, you see what I mean? If we have tunnels going in both directions, that's like the quickest way to get from a central... That's true. That is true. Well, medium long runs. You can have very, very long side tunnels, is the way. But if we have that, then we still have the main tunnels, and that makes sense. But I'll always have to jump back up onto there, unless there's like ice on the floor. That's an idea. I gotta find out whether that works. Experiment time! Wait a minute. Oh, for Pete's sake, that was a fortune peg. It's a fortune peg, not a soap touch peg. There's a soap touch peg. Okay, let the experiment commence. This is gonna make it more difficult to... Well, anybody who's putting one of those in over a big empty gaping hole is gonna have to figure out a way of doing it. Oh, wrong. Okay, so here's a dummy tunnel. Now let's see whether I can run past it. That might work. It stops me dead. It stops me dead every time. I'm gonna try harder. I'm gonna build up a whole bunch of speed. Yeah, that's annoying. I can live with that, but it's annoying. I might not want to set it up like that at first. Here's what we'll do. Well, in that case we have to have a low ceiling on one side. And then when you run past an open space, you jump up and hit your head and stop. So it doesn't work either way. Yeah, this is easier in the sense of also if anything breaks, it's easier to deal with, because I think so anyway. I Pick some of this stuff up because we're not actually using this. Uh-oh. See, what I like about the way this, it being just a tube like this, is that it's gas proof and sealed off from the light. Besides, I thought you liked the minimalist, brutalist kind of stuff. So yeah, here's what we're gonna do for starters, is I'm just gonna focus on these for now. Oh yeah, it never gets old. And as long as I can, I'm gonna have it be the long straight shots like this. And I'm gonna try to come up with the places where, like, obviously the end portal is not gonna work. Yeah, that's just a hole showing me that there's some glowstone there. If you want to get it, be my guest. It's just for me to remember. But yeah, what I'm thinking is, if we're gonna build on this level, and that's cool, especially if I like do the hard part of building out over big empty spaces, because I just enjoy it and it's more fun to watch. What I might want to do is, let me see, tree fort hub is minus 51, which is this way. Yep, and 81 or 82 or something like that. I had it as 81, pretty much the same deal. And I'll just build right through this place. And let me see. So 81 is this way. So there's going to be a shortcut to the tree fort hub, and that could be my next one. Yep, me too. And I'll just take it out here, and then go this way. And that'll lead to the tree fort hub. And I'm not going to worry about the end portal just yet. See, now I'm going to go off over that empty gaping void. Dun-dun! Kind of like this. It's not fast. Yeah, like, don't stay on the thing. If you're doing the building this way, stay on the thing. Stay on target. Because it's gonna blow the crap out of you. It also clears away netherrack that way. I see you. It's me. Got him. I got him. Hey, let's go and see whether we have any. Well, okay. Just fell down. No problem. We're cool. Get it up. Did you find a gas tier? Because that's what we're looking for. Would have been over this way. don't see any XP either, so let's go back. Try to avoid jumping in the fire. Yeah, it's a big hole. There's a bunch of zombie pegs. I bet that's him falling down. Oh, did you find... Oh, you can see your tunnel up there? Where is it? The village one. So, tunnel's not up there, but... Oh, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, the tunnel that scared the crap out of me. That's kind of cool, actually. I'd like to have windows. As we go through here, I'm going to have, like, big picture windows so people can see your tunnel. It actually looks pretty cool. Yeah, and then there's the part that, like, we already added to it without asking. Silly pony. And there can be all kinds of gas spawning around in here, too. Oh, let me see. And there's a ghast. Miss me. I'm not even gonna shoot it because we can't get anything from it. Besides, gas could appear over our head at any moment. You gotta be sharp if you're gonna play in the Nether. Grab a little bit of stray cobble. And this is very quickly gonna become no way back over. Okay. I'm gonna... Actually, it looks like I'm gonna do really dumb stuff and mine above my head, knowing that there could be lava anywhere, so let's not do so much of that, okay? Be a smart pony, Rainbow Dash. Or at least not quite so much of a silly pony. And we're gonna run this straight through here. I mean, it might be a good idea to have, like, landmarks. I don't know, though, because the thing is that you kind of have a spectacular goal in mind. Put it in the wrong place. Gotcha. Grabbing some of the spray stuff, and... Where'd you go? Am I walling you off somewhere? Okay, well, oh, I see you. I see you. Then I can wall this off. Oh, you got one. Awesome. Zombie pigs may not apply. You can't come in. And now we have a tunnel straight through here. And we're continuing it out. rather than the sense of hurting him, because neither of us hurt him. He just acted like we did. They always freak me out when they do that, I'm telling you. I've explained that already. Like, Twilight is afraid of even seeing them. And I'm fine seeing them, but when they squeal, it gives me, like, PTSD. Because of the time that I jumped backwards off of a giant cliff, fell in lava, and died. And it was all because of one of those things. Okay, if you're sure you're gonna be good in getting back up here, you got, like, a netherrack or something? You do. Okay. Because this is turning into the Rainbow Dash going outwards process of making the tunnel and then running back into it. I will happily do that over any horrible gap, no matter how many gaps are around. I'll just kind of try to keep an eye out on them. And then sometimes I'll be like holding down shift and balancing on the edge. Like this. Actually, sometimes I just go out as far as I possibly can. Which is kind of like this. Because I figure if there's the gas there, he's aiming at me. You can't actually blow up the cobble. See, now I'm going out over a huge drop. It's a giant space. So if I hear the ghast, I start running forwards in this narrow place, and it'll miss me. Right? It better miss me. Well, I guess maybe he can blast me off, but Danger is my middle name. On the other hand, you better not be approaching me on this thing because it might startle me and then I would fall off. That's the great thing about a giant cobble bridge like this. Okay, dude, I'm running forward. Get out of my way. That's also part of it, is that if you're doing something that's that freaking dangerous, everything has to be pretty much exactly the way you expect it. It's like doing all that stuff with scaffolding. All of the scaffolding on the giant tree fort. There's this whole thing that's like any time if you like, if your finger jumps off of the key at the wrong moment and you die, or you hit the wrong key at the wrong moment and you die. And there's still all this stuff which is very cool but also very intimidating about. You do the thing that you're doing and you can do it perfectly, and then if you do the slightest thing wrong, you die. But right now I actually have to do something not completely Minecraft related. Yeah, well, but you never drop anything. You would never hit the wrong button, would you? You've never hit the wrong button yet. Aha! Okay, now this is the time when you might want to run into here. See, I don't actually do that. You can if you want, but I don't. Place a couple more of these. That's actually cool. I haven't watched people doing archery very often. Do you see it? I can't resist. I have to go watch. Emma, watch your back. Yay! Okay. That was great awesomeness. I salute you. Now, I gotta relog because it's gone a few minutes over the time that I was gonna relog. But I will come back because I'm continuing to do this. This is a fun afternoon. I just gotta take a few minutes, finish my coffee, and set up that recording that I just made. Assuming that it worked. I hope it worked. Every now and then they fail. I'll see you later.